Did you know there's a family in America whose 5 children vanished into thin air during a house fire, but no bodies were ever found? In this video, you'll witness one of the most chilling, unsolved mysteries in American history, the Sodder Children disappearance. A real story that will make you question everything you believe about truth, justice, and silence. The night of the fire. It was Christmas Eve, 1945, in the quiet town of Fayetteville, West Virginia. George and Jenny Sodder, proud Italian immigrants, were celebrating with their 10 children. Laughter filled the house. The smell of pine and holiday sweets drifted through the air. At midnight, everyone went to bed, everyone except 5 of the children who stayed awake to enjoy their new toys. Around 1 a.m., Jenny Sodder woke up to the smell of smoke. The house was on fire. Flames spread fast, devouring the wooden frame. Jenny and George rushed to save their children, but when they counted outside, only 5 of the 10 were there. The other 5 were gone. The impossible fire. George tried to go back inside, but the staircase was already burning. He tried to climb a ladder, but the family's ladder, always by the house, had vanished. He tried to start his truck. The engine wouldn't turn. Neighbors tried to call the fire department, but the phone lines were dead. When the fire brigade finally arrived, 7 hours later, the house was gone. Only ashes remained. Yet, there were no human remains. Questions without answers. Authorities claimed the missing children had died in the fire, but George and Jenny refused to believe it. Experts said the fire wasn't hot enough to completely burn human bones. Jenny even tested it herself. She burned animal bones for hours, and they never fully disappeared. So if the children didn't burn, where did they go? Strange clues. A few weeks later, the Sodders found a burnt telephone wire. It had been cut, not melted. A strange car was seen parked near their house before the fire, and witnesses came forward saying they'd seen the Sodder children alive. One woman claimed she saw them watching from a car while the fire burned. Another said she saw them the next morning at a hotel with Italian-speaking adults. The Sodders even received a mysterious letter years later. Inside was a photo of a young man who looked exactly like one of their missing sons. Written on the back, "Louis Sodder, I love my brother Frankie. Elil boys. A90132 or 35. No one ever figured out what that code meant. The billboard of hope. For decades, George and Jenny searched for their children. They built a giant billboard along Route 16, showing the children's faces and offering a $10,000 reward for any information. Drivers passing through West Virginia would see the haunting message. What was their fate? Were they kidnapped? We need your help. The billboard stayed up for nearly 40 years. Theories and legacy. Some believed the Sodders were targeted by the Italian mafia because George had spoken out against Mussolini. Others thought it was a case of mistaken identity or even government conspiracy. But no theory has ever been proven. George died in 1969, never knowing what happened to his children. Jenny kept the porch light on every night until her death, waiting, hoping. To this day, the mystery remains unsolved. The charred remains of the house are gone, but the questions still burn. What do you think really happened that night? Were the children taken, or did something even stranger occur? Comment your theory below, and if you want more unbelievable American backstories, hit subscribe and turn on notifications, because next time, we're uncovering a mystery even darker than this one.